Sometimes it feels like some people are just happier when they're losing the fight for culture and government. Maybe it's a misplaced sense of righteousness. Maybe it's a fear of responsibility. Whatever it is, it's not attractive. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan with a reflection on life and liberty. I don't see this be a loser phenomenon so aggressively adopted in any other aspect of life. No one cheers for their sports team to lose. No one hopes the stocks they own will collapse in value. But there's a certain strain of conservative Christian media figure who is angriest when conservative Christians win. It seems they can only feel righteous when they're joining the Democrats, leftists, and God-haters in destroying successful Christian conservatives. And I regularly come across conservatives who seem hell-bent on not accepting victory. There are those who look for every opportunity to run down candidates who campaigned on the conservative principles they themselves espoused. They look for dark motives behind politicians voting for good policies. But it's even worse when a politician who had previously been on the wrong side comes around to the right way of thinking. Rather than celebrate, the long knives come out. While the Reagan-era geopolitical injunction to trust but verify has a healthy application in politics, we should all become more willing to accept the convert and move on to the next fight. My work often has me on the road late at night, coming home from speeches and events in the far-flung reaches of our beloved state. My simplest goal each time I get on the road is to arrive home safely. As I pull into my driveway without being struck by a drunk driver along the way, I don't care if everyone has embraced sobriety or that they were just too scared to risk being pulled over by law enforcement. My goal being achieved, I gratefully go to sleep. While it might be nice to know, as much as any man can, that all my elected servants share my values and principles, I am much more content knowing that my political goals have been achieved. I don't care if the politician truly believes or is merely scared of losing an election. A win is a win. With winning comes responsibility. In victory, one must be willing to govern and accept accountability when things go awry. And this, I suspect, is where too many people choose to trade the victory parade for the heckler's box. It's easier to lose. And it's hard to claim the status of an aggrieved victim in politics to be a martyr for one's beliefs when one is on the winning side of a fight. Too many people measure their righteousness by how often they're defeated. We must be willing to accept reality as it is. There will be no perfect governments, no perfect politicians, no perfect policies on this side of heaven. Our job in the here and now is to advance the cause of liberty by inches, feet, and sometimes even yards. And yes, to sometimes bear the burden of taking the win. The Reflections Podcast is presented by Texas Scorecard. I hope you'll subscribe and share today's edition with your friends. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan. Thanks for listening.